Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Pulse Pods. You're listening to your host, DJ El Pablo. Are you trying to find true meaning to life and living? Then you are at the right place. Welcome to Pulse Pods. Listen and gain something new today. Thank you. Hi everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Pulse Pods. This is episode 27. We're heading there. We're in the Live, Love, Learn series, or 3L series for short. And it's your favorite podcast host, DJ El Pablo. This is the love language series that we started some time back. And we took a break for a short time because of a lot of events that were going on, which I would share at a very later date. But yeah, a lot of things have happened in the past couple of weeks. But yeah, it's been a month since we released our last episode, and I don't know, really sorry for the time taking to release this. So it's quality time we're talking about today in the love languages, and basically we're going to try to run through it and gain something new today, as always. I mean, we've been talking about the 5 love languages, and if you want to know more about the 5 love languages, you can go back and listen to the previous episode. This should be part 5, So every couple needs quality time together in order for their relationship to grow and to develop. But what happens when one partner's love language is quality time? How does that desire for time spent together impact the relationship, especially when hectic lives get in the way? I mean, if you're talking about hectic lives, we're talking about couples who are involved in their careers or businesses and passion. How do we deal with quality time? Okay, first we're going to define what quality time is. First, what is quality time? Quality time is one of the 5 love languages, and it refers to showing love and affection by spending dedicated time together. For people whose love language is quality time, nothing says I love you like a full, undivided attention for those you love. And that's what Gary Chapman said in the book, The 5 Love Languages. And he said, whether it is spending uninterrupted time talking about things with someone else or doing activities together, you deepen your connection with others through sharing time. Importantly, you want your time with your partner together to feel special and sacred, and to feel that you are both truly present. With the TV off, fork and knife down, and phones and tasks on standby. That's what Dr. Gary Chapman said. And it's about expressing your love language and love and affection with your undivided attention. Unfortunately, thanks to technology, quality time with your partners is becoming more of a scarce resource. If I can put it in that light or that way, it's becoming more scarce to find partners who spend quality time together because of technology. So even when we are together, we are someplace else. I mean, usually in cyberspace or deep in our own thoughts. But being in a close proximity to one another while doing something else does not always constitute quality time, no matter how long you sit there. And for someone else whose primary love language is quality time, the lack of connectedness can leave them feeling empty and alone. So how to give your partner quality time? How do you give your partner quality time? Now, if you want to speak your partner's love language correctly, it is important that you do things that will make your partner feel loved and appreciated. As I have always said, ask questions and communicate properly with your partner. Do not assume things. Do not predict things. Do not predict things. Just converse with your partner. Have conversations. Talk about these things. Be deep about them and be very open and plain about your desires. Now, if your partner's primary love language is quality time, you need to be very intentional about how you are spending time with your partner. It is not just about setting time aside for your partner. However, if you and your partner don't share the same love language, do not be surprised. It is effort worthy, as I always say in all the episodes. If you make an effort to learn, communicate, and do things naturally without second thoughts, things you would not naturally do, if you know what I mean. Also, now, how do you give your partner quality time? Number one, make eye contact. Very important. Make eye contact. This is important in spending quality time with your partner. This is one of the best ways to show your partner love, and this tells your partner that they have your full attention. This would also make them feel important and loved and understood. Now, it is not about, like, I'm not actually really saying that you should just maintain eye contact. I mean, it'd be weird, I saw something just today, that there are some kind of conversations you can have with someone, and 80% of the time you're making eye contact, you're actually in love, and 100% of the time you're making eye contact, you're actually threatening the person, and then 40% of the time you're making eye contact, you're actually uninterested. Think about it. It makes a lot of sense somehow, though. So it's not about, I'm not just saying, maintain eye contact. Just staring at them would actually, without actually paying attention to them, is not spending quality time with them. In other words, there is a difference between hearing what your partner is saying and actually listening to your partner. So you can actually hear your partner but not listen to them. Eye contact communicates that you care about your partner or care about what your partner has to say. Now, when you are distracted with stuff like scrolling through your phone, or while your partner talks about their day, this makes them feel like you don't care. Scrolling through your phone while your partner talks about their day, not paying attention to the details that they're trying to give, or the information they're trying to pass, or trying to vent, makes them not to feel loved. So make eye contact at least 80% of the time, if you know what I mean. Now, number 2, use your active listening skills. I mean, back in the day when we were trying to prepare for IELTS, I learned something. I learned something about active listening. I learned something about understanding the difference between active listening and passive listening. You could passively listen to someone, or you could actively listen to the person, or listen to something. You could be doing something else and listening to something, and you'll be passively listening. You'll be gaining information, but not as concrete or concise as, So use your active listening skills. This is the point. This is the point in the matter. I said before, this is one of the most loving things you can actually do for your partner. But for many, this doesn't come naturally, Most people think about their own thoughts and opinions more than they think about their partners. Now, to activate your active listening skills, try these things. Focus on what your partner is saying. Focus on what they're saying. Lean in slightly. Show them that you care. Give them that warm cuddle. 3, affirm what they are saying. Even if you don't agree, you could just affirm because you're paying attention, right? Ask thoughtful questions. That's number 4. And number 5, avoid trying to offer advice unless asked. And number 6, try putting yourself in their shoes and thinking about how they might be feeling, in the same situation, right? Quality time partners are more interested in feeling understood. They are looking for empathy and compassion and don't always want to have their situations fixed. They just want to talk. Number 3, set limits on technology. I said number 1, make eye contact. Number 2, use your active listening skills. And I gave you what to do with using your active listening skills. Number 3, set time limits. Set limits on technology. This could be the easiest way, to cause some sort of distraction and all. But nothing hurts a quality time person more than to share something they feel is really important, and then to look up and realize that their partner is only half paying attention while trying to answer an email from a coworker or respond to a text or WhatsApp chat. Now, make it a habit to put away your phone at dinner or during a coffee break and really focus on what your partner has to say. Even though you may not discuss anything earth-shattering, you are making an important decision and a loving gesture by choosing your partner over technology. And this is something I try to develop over time. Instead of going to a restaurant with my partner and pressing my phone, trying to take pictures, I try to live in the moment, enjoy the moment, because there's no amount of picture posts of the food that I love on my socials that would equate to the quality time I'm spending with my partner. I put my phone down, literally. I don't need to show anything on my phone. Unless very necessary, I don't need to put anything on my phone. I just take my phone away because that's how I spend quality time. I want to enjoy every moment. So number 4, focus on quality and not quantity. Focus on quality and not quantity. When it comes to quality time, it's not about the amount of time you spend together, but instead the quality of the interactions that count. It is the quality of your interactions with your partner that count. Now, with so much going on in your life, carving out a few minutes for meaningful and uninterrupted conversation can be a wonderful way to show the person you love that you care. Now, the key is that you take the time to enjoy one another's companion or company, as the case may be. That's what it is with your partner. It's companionship, isn't it? So even if it is just sitting on the couch, enjoying a cup of coffee before work, remember, it's not about the quality time. It's not about the quantity of the time you spend together, but the quality of the time, the quality of the conversations you both have together, if you know what I mean. It's about the quality of the conversations you both have together. Number 5, make a plan. While it never hurts to be spontaneous, planning to do something together can be just as fun as and exciting as a last minute dinner or movie, especially for a quality time partner. It is often, too easy for couples to get in a rut after they have been together for a while. Now, instead of setting time for the old or same old, like try making plans. Be deliberate about the plans you're making. Taking steps to initiate quality time will mean a lot to your partner. Plus, the anticipation of spending time together will really speak love to them. It doesn't matter what you do, just plan something different. A few suggestions could be trying the new restaurant in town, schedule a bike ride, or on a Saturday morning, plan a leisure walk along the riverbank after work. You could decide to meet at a rendezvous point and, take the walk together and discuss, talk, have like a communication, commune with nature and commune with your partner. Remember, just because spending time together is expected when people have been together a while doesn't mean you cannot also be intentional about how you spend that time. Number 6, develop a routine. Look for small ways to connect with your partner on a daily basis. For instance, you could pray or meditate together every morning, or read the daily, funnies together each week. Finding a small way to regularly connect with your partner will help a quality time partner to feel fulfilled and appreciated. Plus, it's something you can both look forward to doing together. Nothing interrupts that time you spend together. Now, number 7, be patient and available. Be present and available. Be present and available. Now, when your partner is feeling insecure or going through a tough time, you can really show you care by simply being there. and spending some time, some quality time together, even though you won't be able to make all the discomfort go away. Nor should you be expected to. You will be able to demonstrate that you are present and available when they need you. Be present and available. Number 8, stay in the moment. I just talked about it earlier when I said spending time at a restaurant. Putting down the phone and enjoying the moment and embracing the moment is better than taking pictures of the phone and the other day and not enjoying the moment because your partner might feel, you're distracted and not spending time with them, or you're more focused on posting those stuff on social media. So stay in the moment. For people whose primary love language is quality time, they never lose sight of the fact that time is limited and tomorrow is not promised. So as a result, they view time together as a priceless gift, and they also basically want to give and receive in relationships. Now, to them, life is about being in the moment more than it is about what you're doing. It is about prioritizing the people you love over everything else. Now, number 9, get creative. Everyone has days when their to-do list is a mile long. Rather than run all your errands by yourself, invite your quality time partner to come along. Even though you are doing something mundane or boring, you can actually sneak in some quality time. For instance, turn off the radio and talk to one another. Turn off the TV and talk to one another. Turn off the Netflix and talk to one another. Ask your partner, ask how your partner's life is going and what is stressing them one moment, as in what is stressing them out at that moment that you're spending together. There's a lot you can actually get from talking to your partner about how they really feel. They will be very open to express how they feel if you talk to them or if you communicate. It's very, very important. Now you can turn just about any activity into a chance to sneak in some quality time if you are creative. So get creative. Now, that's about it. But common mistakes to avoid. At times, it can be hard to communicate love to your partner through quality time, especially if it is not your primary love language. But you will eventually get the hang of it even though it doesn't come naturally for you. So the key is to avoid these common mistakes. So first, don't complain about time you spend together. 2, resist the urge to do something else while your partner is talking. Number 3, don't view your quality time partner as needy or clingy, as most people would definitely say. You need to understand how your partner thinks, and I gave you some of the things you can actually do to understand your partner in previous episodes. I think episode 1 and episode 2. Part 1 and part 2 of this series. Now, number 4, keep your technology stored away when you are having time that you plan together with your partner. Don't forget to ask what your partner needs in order to feel loved. That is number 5 of the mistakes to avoid. Do not forget to ask what your partner needs in order for them to feel loved. And I'm going to just give you a summary before we go. Now, quality time, how to communicate quality time. In summary, uninterrupted and focused conversations, one-on-one time is critical. Uninterrupted and focused conversations, one-on-one time is critical on how to communicate quality time with your quality time partner or your not quality time partner, right? With your quality time partner or your not quality time partner. Now, actions to take. Create special moments together. Take walks and do small things with your spouse. Weekend getaways are huge. Now, things to avoid. I listed 5 things to avoid. But in summary, distractions when spending time together, long stints without one-on-one time, are some of the things you can avoid while spending quality time with your partner. So thank you for listening to Pulse Pods today. I thank you for listening to this part 5 of the Love Language series. And I'm pretty sure that you've gained something new, something you've not tried before in the past. And I believe that you can learn something and try to practice it, put it in practice. Most people go into relationships blindly without actually understanding how their partner communicates love. And then when they get in, they're now learning on the job. These are questions you can ask about your partner and use plain questions. What do you do for fun? What makes you happy? What do you do? Da 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 da. These are things you can ask even in friendship stages or communication stages before you get married and all. I believe this will be helpful. Thank you for listening, and God bless you. I'll see you on the next one. I'm pretty sure the next episode, part 6, is going to come out pretty quickly. Thank you for listening to Pulse Pods today. We hope you've learned something valuable to help with your daily life and living. Pulse Pods is on social media, and you can literally find Pulse Pods on every social media platform where it is. Just simply search at Pulse Pods on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you could also send an email to pulsepods@gmail.com for any advert, questions, suggestions, or sponsorship. And also subscribe to Pulse Pods on all of the platforms where you find your podcasts, ranging from Spotify to Google Podcasts to Anchor, and anywhere you find your podcast, Castbox, Beta Radio, Breaker Radio, any platform whatsoever, Apple Podcasts. And just subscribe and listen, and God bless your heart.